Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an airline pilot based in Frankfurt, and we finally got a beautiful Frankfurt scenery for free from Aviotech. Now this one is more or less a conversion of their X-Plane scenery, but it actually is looking pretty good, and I'm very much looking forward to show you the scenery on today's flight. Now we are going to fly this one on VATSIM, as the regional group Frankfurt is currently doing their best providing a lot of ATC in the area. But they are online for a couple hours at the time I'm starting to record this, so in case they do leave us meanwhile, let's not get angry with them. Alright, so Frankfurt. Finally Frankfurt. And I did have a quick look at the airport before I started this recording, and I have to say that overall it is looking pretty good. Now, since we are flying on VATSIM, I will turn all the AI traffic off in a few moments, but I just want to show you what it looks like, and I just want to give you an impression of the airport. Overall, very good frame rate, much better than any previous scenery there has been, but obviously we do have to thank the team of WinWings for providing us with the previous Frankfurt Airport add-on that we've been using for a long time. So thank you very much at this point to WinWings, and now let's go onwards to have a look at what Aviotech has presented us. First of all, terminal interiors are here, as you can see, and that is quite a cool thing. The performance is also pretty good. I'm getting very decent frame rates with this. I basically don't notice any real impact here. Of course, all the VATSIM traffic currently is a little bit of a different thing there. Now, the scenery isn't perfect. You can see a couple of things like this, where you are basically looking through things like, also when we are going next to the tower, there are a couple of holes in the airport fence and stuff like that. But overall, it is a huge improvement over what we had previously. Now, there are a couple things like the textures here on the apron, a little bit dark, but that is all stuff that I've sent to the developer, including a couple of pictures and comparisons. And I'm very positive that they are going to work on that stuff. Also, just look at the terminal interiors over here. That is looking quite cool, isn't it? Likewise, if we just jump out to the Charlie gate, these are the gates you are going to see a lot when you are flying your 777 soon. Looking overall pretty decent over here. I really have to say I like the looks of this scenery. So overall, very good looking airport that we've gotten for free. You can grab it via OrbX. It doesn't cost you a single euro, so always keep that in mind when we are looking at this airport. Obviously it isn't perfect, but it is pretty close for something that is available for free. And I honestly tell you, this is one of the best airports we've seen in Microsoft Flight Simulator so far. Okay then, let's go ahead and turn off FS traffic now, otherwise that is just going to conflict with VATSIM. So these guys are gone now, everything that is left is coming straight from VATSIM. And with that, we are going to head right into our cockpit of our Lufthansa A320. We're going to do just a short hop over here to Stuttgart, which is a 25-minute flight. So basically we want to focus on the airport and what we've just received as a gift through Aviotech and OrbX. Okay then, going to power the aircraft up. In the meantime, we can go down to the EFB to grab our flight plan. This is a demonstration. It is not intended as a full-blown tutorial or anything the like. So if I'm not going too deeply into some things, then you now know why. Okay, so weather at our destination Stuttgart is looking good. A little bit of rain there over the night, some heavy showers moving through, but everything looking good. Our alternate is going to be Frankfurt once again, so looking into the weather forecast over here. A couple of gusts straight down the runway, nothing to worry about really. So weather overall considered good. If we do have a look into our flight plan, then for 3,900 kilos. Plus taxi 4,100. Let's take fuel for a little bit of an extra routing here, because I could imagine it is quite busy right now. So let's take 800 on top. If we make it 5 tons, we should be more than good to go. Okay, so let's go for the mass and balance then. For the fuel, planned is going to be 5,000 kilograms. Like this. Okay, apply and load aircraft. You can apply real-time loading through GSX, please. And then off we go. So, that much for our basic theory over here. Now let's go ahead and prepare the rest of our electronic flight bag. Navigraph app, please synchronize. And Frankfurt over to Studi. And we can already take the airport chart, the taxi chart, and personally I'm really a fan of the parking charts as well, because they do include a little bit more detail that is not included in some of the other charts. Okay, then for our sit, let's have a quick look at what we have over here. Aneki to Lima departure. Okay, that's nice. Flown that one a couple of days ago. Okay, so Aneki. So many different charts over here. It's a pity that we cannot sort them. Would be nice if we could just say, I only want this runway. Okay, Aneki to Lima, here it is. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, then we can do a little bit of takeoff calculation over here. So we took about 1,000 kilos extra. That makes it a takeoff weight of 61 tons. So Frankfurt 18 dry, flaps optimum, packs off, takeoff weight 61. Okay, and we'll just take the live weather. Intersection. We are going to go with intersection Lima today, unless they are using runway 07, but I don't think so with the current weather forecast. Quick look into the ATIS then we know for sure. Okay, it's 25, then we can take intersection Lima. Otherwise, Mike would make sense so that you can taxi forward below the arrivals of runway 07 center, or 07 right, and then you don't have any departure delay because they can independently make you take off then. But that's just a little bit of a theory there. Okay, with that our EFB is done, so let's go ahead with our flight deck setup. So we don't really need any of the internal lights today. Can turn all of those off. Well, I'm gonna keep the intake lights so that we can actually see what is active on the ACP. Alright, that's mostly this part. So then, oxygen pressure is looking good, hydraulic pressure, or rather hydraulic quantity is looking good, and the oil quantity is looking good as well. Okay. APU. Fire test is done already, temperature is plus 16. I don't think we're going to need the APU just yet. We'll just about delayed to when we commence our engine start, or rather when we commence our boarding and when it starts getting a little warmer in the cabin. As you can see, temperatures are good at the moment. A little warm in the flight deck, but that is the problem that we can solve. Like this. Okay, so Lufthansa 4 Lima, Frankfurt, Stuttgart. Today is the date, and that's looking all good. Then, aircraft status is looking good. Initialized flight plan, init request. For the rest, we're going to do the flight deck setup first. Overall, this stuff is quickly done. No seatbelt signs yet, because they are still still refueling the aircraft. Okay, batteries are charging. Nice. Still refueling. We'll keep the fuel pumps off for now. You can turn them on by Airbus default, but I don't know about the 320, but in the 330 that kind of stuff does cause some nuisance error messages, and well, we don't really want those, so we are just going to turn the pumps on once refueling is complete. It's not going to take long anyway. Okay, and with that our pre-flight inspection is complete, so let's go into the FMS. Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, cost index 20, cruising at flight level 170. That gives you an idea of how short this flight actually is. Okay, so flight plan, Frankfurt departing 18, Aneki to Lima. Insert, and for the arrival we are coming in via Batzo, so Stuttgart, arrival ILS 25, and we are going to take the Batzo 25 transition. Insert that, here we go. Okay, so emergency waypoints from runway 18 is going to be FRA X3, and we'll put that in here, EDDF 18/176/25 miles. PBD waypoint, create, and FRA X3, here we go. Alright, inserter holding over the air, 176, right-hand turns is looking good. And we're gonna climb to an altitude of 4,000 feet. Technically speaking, the MSA... Yeah, what's that? Technically speaking, the MSA is 4,300, so we could make it 5,000, but honestly, ATC is going to give us a shortcut anyway. And in general, we only fly towards the emergency point until we're above the MSA, and thereafter we are simply going to continue back towards a fix somewhere nearby. Oh, what am I doing here? So, Frankfurt, fix info, that's what I'm looking for. On our aircraft, it's mostly located down here on 5 left. That's why I'm sometimes hitting a wrong button there. So, Frankfurt 176 and FRA X3. Okay, that stuff's in. We don't need any radios. 25 center in case we need to return immediately. Pilot routes, store, here we go. Aneki, Yankee 163 Neklo, Yankee 171 income, November 850 Karlsruhe. And thereafter should come Batzo. And that is, yeah, pretty much what we're supposed to have, only that the star is missing in here. As mentioned on previous videos, that field is a little bit bugged at times. So 56 tons of zero fuel weight is looking good. 56/25, and we've got 5,000 kilos of block fuel. And to fill out the fuel field as well, 0.3 contingency, 1.4, 1.1. Okay, so 0.3, 1.4, and 1.1. Okay. In terms of the winds, it's, yeah, a knot of headwind. That's fine. We are going to survive that. Actually, a knot of tailwind, even nicer. Okay, so wind data request. And then we can go for our takeoff data. So, flaps 2. No, let's not do flaps 2. We don't need that. Flaps 1, 68 degrees. So 168, and the speed's gonna be 30, 35, 35. Awesome. 130, 135, and 135. Okay, reduction in acceleration looking good. Engine out acceleration as well. We don't need anything pre-selected. 220 is the limit, and that should be above the min clean, so we can clean up straight away. That is excellent. So with that, we're pretty much done. 5,000 kilos fuel on board, seatbelts coming on, and the pumps are coming on as well. Okay, that's excellent. We do have a company message down here. Let's quickly go ahead and check that out. So, telex. Right, that's looking pretty good. I don't think that is really meant for us, though. Yeah, something by lhvirtual.com. Probably, I'm not flying for that virtual airline, so this was probably meant for another pilot who's just planned this flight on the virtual airline, because the hobby network can't differentiate. It just sees that I'm logged on with the call sign, and that's it. Okay, so preliminary load sheet. Zero fuel, 56. Well, that is going to be updated. So Zulu Delta is correct. 2 + 4 is also correct. Underload by 5,000 kilos. And if we look over here, 100% portable water. Fuel in tanks 5,000. Perfect. Okay, we can accept that. And now we just gotta wait until the boarding is finished. In the meantime, let's go ahead and compare the flight plan. Now that's gonna be an easy one on this departure. So here we go. Aneki to Lima, straight at 800, Delta Fox 101, maximum 220 knots. That's what we have. And then towards Aneki, initial climb clearance, Aneki to Lima, 4,000. So we continue towards Aneki. 4,000 is in. Perfect. Okay. So with that, we are mostly done with our setup. Let's go ahead and request an IFR clearance here. So, AOC menu, ATC requests, pre-departure clearance. We're at Bravo 43, ATIS information. Foxtrot. Station, Echo Delta, Delta Foxtrot, and Gude. Okay. A320, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, Frankfurt Stuttgart, send. Clearance request received, standby. Okay. That is excellent. Now, how's the boarding going? Almost finished, just waiting for the cargo. That's awesome. And if we do have a look over here... Alright, in progress. Well, let's go ahead and start up the APU so that we're done as soon as they are done. And in the meantime, we can start with our briefing, please. Ah, and there comes the clearance, so request received, being processed, standby, close. Okay, PDC number 33, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, cleared to Stuttgart, off runway 18 via Aneki to Lima departure. And Aneki to Lima is confirmed, climb 4000, that's what we have, squawk 1000. And here it is. So, ATIS Foxtrot, report ready on 122035. Wilco, send. And normally I would hit print as well now, but, well, that's not simulated in the Phoenix. Okay, so then let's start with our briefing. Okay, Frankfurt runway 18, intersection Lima, Aneki to Lima departure, climbing initially 4000, MSA 4300, and extra fuel and time we have 800 kilograms, which is approximately 20 minutes or one extra go around. APU is available, windows can come closed. Okay, now it's my turn. Hotspots for the taxi. Basically the entire airport is a hotspot, really. It's so many cars driving around that, and they don't really look out very well at times, so all the ground traffic is the hotspot that we have. Stop margin for ejected takeoff is plenty, engine outside straight at Frankfurt X-ray 3, and then we come back for an ILS Zulu, approach runway 05 center. We don't really need to divert anywhere unless the airport closes, so in case of an emergency, Frankfurt is the best option. We are under the maximum landing weight. I don't have anything special or non-standard. Do you see any threats for this one? No? Excellent. Then that's our briefing complete, and we can do the cockpit preparation checklist, please. Gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity 5,000 kilograms. Balanced. Seatbelts on. ADIRS. Nav. Baroref. QNH 1011. QNH 1011, cockpit preparation checklist complete. Okay, so boarding is complete. Then let's go ahead and say hello to the passengers. Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, einen schönen guten Tag aus dem Cockpit. Mein Name ist Emanuel und ich bin Ihr Kapitän auf diesem Lufthansa-Flug 126 nach Stuttgart. Flugzeit heute 25 Minuten in einer Reiseflughöhe von 17.000 Fuß. Wir möchten uns herzlich bedanken, dass Sie unsere Gäste sind. Lehnen Sie sich zurück und genießen Sie den Flug. Und wenn wir etwas für Sie tun können, zögern Sie nicht, sich an unsere Flugbegleiter zu wenden. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. My name is Emanuel, and in the name of Lufthansa, you're welcome aboard our flight LH126 towards Stuttgart. Flight time today, approximately 25 minutes at a cruising altitude of 17,000 feet. We would like to thank you for being our guests today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us. If there is anything we can do for you to make it more enjoyable, please do not hesitate to ask any of our cabin crew. Again, thank you for your attention, and welcome aboard. Okay. So we're done with these guys. The doors are being closed right now. There's a company message. That's probably the final load sheet. Yeah. Okay, load sheet. In compliance with edition number 1, that's excellent. So, zero fuel weight 56 tons, and we have that. And a zero fuel weight CG of 29.8. Okay, takeoff weight 60.8, and we have 60.8 over here. And the takeoff CG 28.4, and that equals a trim of about 0.2 up. Okay, takeoff shift 54 meters. I just know that one by heart. Don't worry about that. And we can accept this load sheet. Okay, 60.8 we calculated with 61 tons. So we can just keep that. That's fine. Okay. Ground from cockpit? Yeah, go. You can remove the ground power and start preparing the airplane for pushback. We will be ready in a minute. Roger. Okay, 122035 is the delivery frequency. Let's go for startup. Frankfurt Delivery, hallo, Lufthansa Forum, Lima, fully ready. I did not hear any answer. Frankfurt Delivery, Lufthansa Forum, Lima, sorry, had a radio problem. Fully ready.
Lufthansa Forum, Lima, Frankfurt Delivery, startup approved, all position for pushback. Ground 121.855 and guten Flug.
Startup approved, 121.855, Lufthansa Forum, Lima, tschüss. Okay. So far so good. So, should be about ready to go, and I do apologize for that bad audio for a moment here. Now we should have better ATC audio. Okay then, so 121.855.
Lufthansa to data is Lufthansa 38 Papa is ready for taxi, able for intersection Sierra. Lufthansa 38 Papa, then follow the Victor, correction, follow the 737 right hand side via Lima and hold short of 452. Following traffic and right side via Lima and hold short uniform to Lufthansa 38 Papa.
Frankfurt Apron, hello, Lufthansa Forum, Lima, request pushback.
Contact tower on 124.855.
And here starts the blocking.
Condor 63, uniform Yankee, request taxi.
KLM 76, contact tower on 124.855.
Well, let's do the before start checklist already. Park and brake. Set, takeoff speeds and thrust. V1130, VR135, V2135, flex 68. Windows.
Continue via November 7 to stand Victor.
Closed.
144.
Bacon on before start checklist complete.
Continue via November 7, Victor 144, Lufthansa 5.
Frankfurt Apron, hello, Lufthansa Forum, Lima, request pushback.
Forum Lima, hello, push approved.
Push approved, Lufthansa Forum, Lima.
Condor 63, uniform Yankee.
Okay, ground from cockpit. Go ahead.
Lima,
so, push is approved, and the park and brake set. Roger, release brakes, please. Brakes released, ready to go.
Papa 00 Romeo, ready for taxi from Business Aviation Center to 25C.
Station, confirm.
Well, and here we go.
From delivery.
Confirm startup from delivery.
And Papa Oscar Romeo taxi, runway 18 intersection Sierra via Romeo Sierra 28 and Sierra.
Okay, as soon as we're clear of the gate area over here, we are normally going to get startup clearance. On this particular gate though, since there is a road behind here as well, and there would normally be vehicles waiting over here when you push across the road, we are just going to delay the engine start for a few moments. In general, it's a very busy airport in terms of road traffic, so there should be loads of vehicles running here and there, which are normally going to have quite an impact. So you're normally going to be very, very careful that you don't blow any of them away, and that they don't ram you when you're crossing these intersections over here. Okay then, so ground cockpit, start sequence is 2 then 1, starting engine 2.
First, Ryanair 722,
engine 2 start.
Runway 25 center, taxi via
okay, push complete, set brakes please. Brake set. Well, or not complete. Ah, they're probably pulling us forward over here. Okay. Yeah. So in Frankfurt you often have these stop bars over here, or these pushback endpoints over here, called area so-and-so. When you get a pushback clearance, normally they're going to clear you into one of these areas. They didn't do it on this one, we only had the areas available on GSX, so I selected one. Probably gonna pull us forward over here, maybe even over there, depending on exactly where the area that we've selected is.
Papa, Os for you, contact tower on 118 and 780.
Let's see about it. So, engine 2 is running, engine 1 start.
Taxi to stand,
ground cockpit, starting engine 1.
67 via Lima, November
okay,
11.
Here we go now. Push complete, set brakes. Brake set. As you can see, they pulled us forward to the area here.
Papa, Oscar Romeo, just to confirm, via Romeo, Sierra 28 and Sierra to runway 18.
Papa 00 Romeo, please repeat.
Confirm you're taxiing via Romeo, Sierra 28 and Sierra to runway 18.
Confirm taxiing Romeo,
well,
Sierra
sounds
28,
like he isn't
Sierra
taxiing that way.
18.
Okay, we've got 2 good starts. You're clear, disconnect. Show me the pin on the right side, and have a wonderful day.
63 Uniform Yankee 118 780. Danke, Service. Schönen Tag noch.
Tschüss. Lufthansa 3 Papa Mike, Osview Tower on 118 780 by.
So,
Tower 11878, Lufthansa 3 Papa Mike, ciao.
What's the ground guys doing? Still disconnecting.
Papa April, Lufthansa 7 Alpha Yankee.
Why are they taking so long? The brake is set.
7 Alpha Yankee, there you are.
Okay, I tell you what, let's just reset GSX.
November North.
Interrupt
November
pushback,
15,
yes.
of November.
Thank you.
Continue Papa 1,
Everything removed now?
November 15, shut up
Yes.
November, Lufthansa 7 Alpha Yankee.
The nose wheel steering disconnect memo is gone. Perfect. After start checklist. Anti-ice, off, econ status.
Papa 00
Checked,
Romeo,
pitch
contact
trim,
tower 128,
28.5%, rudder trim, neutral. After start checklist
No, you're
complete.
taxiing the wrong way, sir. What are you doing? Papa Oscar Romeo, hold position, please.
I wanted to wait for this guy to reply, because obviously that Papa Oscar Romeo is going somewhere. Looks like the controller's dealing with others as well now. Then we might as well just call for taxi.
Lufthansa Leiter, pushback approved, facing west orange line. I don't have blue lines, so I don't have to say anything to say. Roger that.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, request taxi.
Correction, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback approved, face west, Lufthansa Charlie.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, request taxi.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, taxi, holding point runway 18, November 3 November.
Thanks, holding point 18 via November 3 November, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima. Okay, that's straight out, off to the right hand side.
April, Orange 162, Victor 111 is occupied.
Park and brake off.
Orange 162 negative, it is not, there is nobody standing on there, but if you want you can
thrust lever not working?
Victor 109 or Victor 107.
Because someone pulled the plug. Okay, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Let's plug that one back in.
Orange 1.
Keep default, thanks, and
Oscar
resume.
Oscar Romeo, contact tower on 124,
Okay.
855.
Brake check. Pressure 0. So we're going to go right into November. That's the upper one of the two taxiways.
Oscar Romeo, contact tower on 124.855. Station calling call
Clear on the left side. And clear on the right side. Normally going over here is really one of those intersections where vehicles might just try to sneak by and might just try to speed across the taxiway when they see you turning into it. So this is really one of the points where you want to be very, very careful.
Yoke 1002 apron, hello, taxi to gate.
Okay.
Charlie 2 via November 11, Lima, hold short of November 5.
Flight control track. Full up.
Charlie 2 via November
Full down.
Lima, hold
Neutral.
short of November 5.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Ground, guten Tag. Lufthansa
Rudder.
Whiskey Tango, stand Alpha 18, it's ready for
Full left. Full right.
9 Whiskey Tango,
Neutral.
apron, schönen guten Tag. Traffic is pushing behind.
So he cleared us all the way through, then we can just go all the way to the end. I don't have any changes to the takeoff briefing.
Frankfurt ground from 5 Yankee Mike
Nope,
Delta Radio.
everything is briefed.
5 Yankee Mike Kilo Delta VG 5, but I think you have no flight plan.
Interesting, we got the takeoff config. We didn't get a config warning, even though the speed brake wasn't armed. Want to try that again. So, spoilers are not armed. Config. Takeoff config normal. That does not seem right to me. Okay, then we'll just be waiting for the cabin. Start to get a little bit fast here, 33 knots.
RR5, or RR2? Whatever you want, so just to face west at the end. You can take RR5 when you want the precision answer, take RR5.
Booster approve RR5, Lufthansa 3 Victor Charlie.
So, pretty long taxi out. You can consider doing single engine taxi when you're going to Romeo 18 from the Charlie, Bravo, Echo or Delta gates.
Lufthansa 7 Alpha Yankee, continue via November 15, Lima, hold short of
Hello, Emmanuel here.
The cabin is now secure for
Thank you.
Frontier November 15, Lima, short of November 7 Alpha Yankee.
Wings 1002, continue via Lima, hold short of November 3.
Now comes the challenge of controlling the brake temperatures. You can see the airplane is still accelerating on idle thrust here, but there comes a rather sharp turn over there. So if I would brake it according to the FCOM now, I would brake down towards 10 knots. And then let it accelerate again. But since we need to apply a second brake application over there anyway again to slow it down to 10 knots for the left and right turns.
There is a delivery online. So first please file a flight plan and then contact delivery on 122.8.
And well, for that reason, I am just going to let it accelerate a little bit again. And as soon as we are reaching this area, we're going to slow down to 10 knots for the turns. Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, say again.
For Romeo Lima, contact tower on 124.855. Tschüss.
124.855, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, danke, tschüss.
Lufthansa 5 Tango on frequency.
Okay, as you can see, this one is not that tight, so you can take it at 20 knots,
continue to gate
don't go
Alpha 40 via Lima, November 7.
Okay, so going straight, 124.855.
via Lima, November 7. Lufthansa 5 Tango Tango. 7 Alpha Yankee, give way to the Lufthansa coming up.
Frankfurt Tower, low Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, ready.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, Tower, Servus, line up runway 18.
Line up runway 18, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima. Cabin crew, prepare for departure. Well, I'm going to tell you what, it's not that warm. Let's turn the second pack off. Okay, taxi checklist, and thereafter we can do the lineup checklist straight away. Flight controls, checked. Flap setting, conf 1+F. Red and predictive wind shear, on and auto. Engine start cell, norm, ecam memo, takeoff no blue. Taxi checklist complete. Lineup checklist, takeoff runway. That's going to be a 18 full length. TCAS, TARA, packs 1 and 2 off, lineup checklist complete. Okay, departure should be 136130. Let's pre-select that.
Condor 7 Delta Whiskey, cross runway 25 center, hold short of Lima.
Got a little bit off the center line here while looking down. That's really where a second pilot comes in very handy.
Disregard. Papa 00 Romeo, contact departure 136.130.
Yeah, 13613.
Departure
That's the same that we've pre-selected.
Papa 00 Romeo.
136.130.
136-130 Papa 00 Romeo.
Condor 7 Delta Whiskey, call apron 121955.
121955.
So everything's ready.
Bye-bye.
Victor Oscar Romeo, continue Sierra 28 and Sierra holding point 18.
He's probably not getting us out yet because that Papa Oscar Romeo departed ahead of us. And if he's flying on the registration, he might be business jet or something, so he might be a little bit slower than
Sierra
us.
holding point runway 18.
I guess that is the reason why we have a little bit of departure delay right now. Apart from that, looking at the scenery itself, it is looking pretty good, isn't it? Certainly an improvement over the virtual FRA scenery, even though that one was very good for FREEWARE. Okay, so there's a guy taking off over us. He's probably gonna turn left in a few moments. For the south transition around the city of Mainz or Rüsselsheim. So once he starts the left turn, yeah. Romeo 18, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima. We are going to get our clearance. That is what I wanted to say. Okay, ready? Take off.
5 left, clear flat, can 675. Lufthansa 5, taking Romeo taxi left, Mike 30, hold short of runway 25 center.
Taxi left, Mike 30 and hold short 25 center, Lufthansa 5 and Romeo.
Manflex 68, SRS, auto thrust, blue. Thrust set.
On Vector Mike, Tower, schönen guten Tag, Flight 180, clear 8 knots.
100 knots, checked. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Enough, checked.
The Romeo lineup, runway 18.
Lineup
First climb, climb, auto thrust.
From the 4 Romeo Lima identified, contact departure 136 130.
136 130 Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima. Tschüss. Autopilot.
Romeo, cross runway 25 center, taxi right.
First pack. Flap 0. Speed checked. Flaps 0. Man, this click spot from GSX is really in the way there. Langrad, low, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, 2900, climbing 4000.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, Langrad, holding flight information, also climb flight level 130, no speed restriction.
Climb flight level 130, no speed restriction, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima.
Langrad, hello, Gateway 3 Echo Lima, flight level 270.
Selected speed 250, 3000 blue. He said no speed restriction, so that one is gone.
Gateway 3 Echo Lima.
Gateway 3 Echo Lima, Langrad,
Going to delete it. Invalid delete? Why is that? You should be able to delete a speed restriction like that.
Speed Spacer 4 Bravo, arrival descent level 110.
Speed Spacer 4 Bravo,
and here we
arrival
go.
descending side level 110, Gateway 3 Echo Lima.
Set standard. Standard cross check, passing flight level 54. Now. Checked. Beautiful. Getting out of the clouds. Finally some good weather, even though it's probably not going to last for very long. And as soon as we're above 100, we can start working on the descent preparation already. Because I'm pretty sure we're not going to fly all this. Pretty sure we're going to go somewhere left there in a few moments.
130.
Lufthansa 0042, line radar, high loading side. Information indeed, current.
So there isn't actually all that much to do right here, right now.
Lufthansa 0042.
Lufthansa 0042, cleared at Hansa for Bravo, arrival.
Well, we could obviously just go ahead and grab the arrival weather.
Lufthansa 0042, clear to Etasa for Bravo.
Let's approach runway 25.
Lima, proceed direct Delta Sierra 512.
Direct Delta Sierra 512, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima. There we go, that's what I call a direct. Okay, insert. Didn't I tell you we are going to get that shortcut? Straight onto a 12-mile final. Wonderful. Okay, passing 100. Yeah, we can release the passengers. Can keep the comms trains already. And clear and copy.
Qatar 456, when ready, descend to flight level 110 to reach level 110 at Spesa.
Okay, so cruising 170, we can ignore all the optimum and stuff like that. That's really not going to play too much of a role here.
Please confirm to reach at Spesa.
Okay, speed vertical speed.
Alright. Lufthansa 4 Lima, contact the line radar 125.050, schönen Tag noch.
125.050, Lufthansa 4 Lima, tschüss, danke. Lang hallo, Lufthansa 4 Lima, level 120, climbing 130.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, Lagenräder, hello, identified. Checking for Romeo, expect ILS 25.
We'll check Romeo, expect ILS 25, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima. Can we expect higher or are we going to maintain 130?
The 4 Romeo Lima, you can climb flight level 170.
Climbing 170, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima. First climb alt flight level 170 blue. It's only going to be a very short cruise, but that was expected, wasn't it? Okay, you have control, and then I am going to start preparing for the ILS approach runway 25. It's a short flight, so obviously we do have to keep ahead of things here. Okay, the point we're currently flying to, Delta Sierra 512, is about here. So it's just going to be a right-hand turn straight onto the final. That's about as efficient as it gets. That's German air traffic control for you guys. Speed, vertical speed. Approaching. Checked. Okay, so starting in Unser, 4000, 3-degree glide, and that matches the chart, as you can see. And for a go-around, straight at 5 miles, all 5000, then a right-hand... Wait a moment. Straight at radial 525 until 5000, and crossing 5.6 dm or 5000, whichever later, turn right 339, crossing radial 227, turn right radial 233 inbound Luburg. And that's exactly what we have. Okay, so Sierra Tango Golf and Lima Bravo uniform. Stuttgart 25 is in here already. Okay, All Star. Chicas on to below.
Stuttgart approach, good afternoon, Lufthansa 1406, experiencing some connection issues. Flight
106, at flight level 70, initial climb for altitude is 5000 feet, please stop the next time, climb flight level 140 and proceed direct to Lipka.
Alt cruise. Okay then, so let's go ahead with our weather.
Flight level 140 and then directed to Lipka.
NH 1011, temperature 20, wind
correct.
variable 3.
Roger, thank you.
1011.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima,
20.
when ready, descend flight level 100.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, when ready, descend flight level 100. Flight level 100 blue. And we got some 13 miles to run there.
Under 79 Foxtrot, descent flight level 80.
Okay, minimum 1381. Config 3, outer brake low, and landing flaps 3. And I'll tell you what, auto brake off is probably the better option actually. Let's go ahead and run some mathematics. Stuttgart 25, dry, refresh, apply. Landing weight, let's see, we're at 60.1 at the moment. Let's take 60 tons. That's going to be conservative here.
Conrad 79 Foxtrot, high speed is approved.
So, low auto brake.
High speed, thanks.
Auto thrust off, flap 3, manual landing. Plenty of runway. Even if we do manual braking, we don't need to worry about this stuff. Okay. In that case, check destination data. 0/0. Apart from that, that stuff is checked. Okay, in case of missed approach, MSA 4,000, well, 3,400, 3,500. Here we go. Fuel prediction is looking good. Look at that, 42 minutes extra time. No problem at all. Okay, excellent. Then reaching top of descent just now. Speed descent, alt, flight level 100 blue. Okay, let's start the approach briefing. MSA 3,500, straight in with a right-hand turn, Delta Sierra 412, Unser. For an ILS approach, runway 25, minimum 1381. In case of go-around, straight at right-hand turns, climbing 5,000 and 40 minutes extra fuel. Excellent. Approach guidance is going to be probably raw data, I would say. I'm kinda up for that. Landing flaps 3, stop margin some 700 meters, idle reverse, no auto brake, planned runway exit towards the end. Unless there's traffic behind us, then we're going to use auto brake low and vacate the first high speed to the right. No hotspots for the taxi in really. The only hotspot there is for the outbounds. So just to show you what I mean, we have a look at the chart over here. We're either going to vacate here at the end or via Foxtrot, and then we've got a hotspot over here, but that's really just for the outbounds, that they don't confuse Sierra, India and Kilo down here. And that's about it. Nothing special, nothing non-standard. You see any threats? Nope. Excellent. Okay, that's the briefing complete. Passing 15,000. Seatbelts coming on. I'll talk to the passengers for a moment. You have everything. Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren aus dem Cockpit, Ihr Kapitän. Wir haben den Sinkflug nach Stuttgart begonnen, noch etwa 10 Minuten Flugzeit. Das Wetter dort aktuell 20 Grad bei leichtem Wind. Vielen Dank, dass Sie heute Lufthansa geflogen sind. Wir wünschen Ihnen einen schönen Aufenthalt, gegebenenfalls eine gute und sichere Weiterreise und hoffen, Sie bald wieder an Bord haben, willkommen zu heißen. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We started our approach to Stuttgart with a remaining flight time of 10 minutes. Weather at the moment 20 degrees with a light and variable wind. Thank you very much for flying with us today. We hope you enjoyed your flight and we look forward to welcoming you again on board of the future service. Okay, that's it. So 118805 is going to be tower frequency. We can pre-select that.
864 long radar, low identified, climb flight level 140.
Climbing 140,
okay.
864.
Temperature is 11. We don't need anti-ice when we enter these clouds over here. That's really going well. But you clearly see how busy a short flight like this can be. In the real world, I would probably already have worked on it on the ground, to be honest. I would probably have prepared everything on the ground, but, you know, for the sim, it's kind of fun to do all of these things in such a short time. It's a little bit of a test. Okay, I don't see anyone on the TCAS below us, so I'm just going to leave the rate of descent where it currently is. Sometimes into Stuttgart you get rather late descents or stepped descents because they try to keep you within the controlled airspace, and the controlled airspace is very confined in the area because there are a lot of general aviation airfields nearby, and they have a very strong lobby in Germany. For that reason the approach airspace in Stuttgart is pretty confined, and we might just get a very late descent. But if that happens, we're not going to worry about it too much. We'll just start slowing down over here, and as soon as the clearance comes, we might need a little bit of speed brakes. We'll see about it. Obviously, the other thing you can do is this. You just reduce your speed all the way.
Over to 135,
something like 210 or so, and then you just dive down when you enter the controlled airspace again. We'll see about it. It's always a little bit of a challenge. It's always
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, descent flight level 60.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, descent flight level 60. Here we go already.
4 Romeo Lima, high speed is approved.
High speed approved, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima. Cross idle descent, all flight level 60 blue.
Condor
Hello, Emmanuel here.
Cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you.
Direct NATO, Condor 3 Tango.
Alright, passing 100. Lights on, constraints, landing system. And we have GPS primary with a high accuracy. Start selectors and norm, and that's it. Okay, reset the call so that it doesn't flash anymore. How high are we? 600 feet. Yeah, not a problem. Speed brakes coming out.
Lufthansa 3X Victor, contact Langen 125355. Schönen Flug.
Lufthansa 3X Victor, 125355. Vielen Dank, ciao.
So it does look like there is a little bit of traffic in the area.
Oscar Victor Hotel, thank you very much. Wind 200 degrees, 6 knots, runway 21, clear land.
Runway 21, settle 1.
Okay, we'll start reducing the speed as we're approaching the cleared altitude.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, descent to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, descent 4,000, QNH 1011. Set QNH?
Condor
QNH 1011, cross check, passing 7,100 now. Check.
015, Condor 3 Tango, Dankeschön, ciao.
Okay. So approach phase is active, then we'll just go managed. I would say our rate of descent is looking pretty good over here. Something like that should pretty much work out. Okay, approach checklist please. Baro ref, QNH 1011. Seatbelts on, minimum. Baro 1381. Auto brake off. Engine start selector. Norm. Approach checklist complete. Okay, manual flight. Flaps 1. Speed checked.
Eurowings 14 Lima, Swiss correction, München is offline, monitor Unicom, schönen Flug.
Unicom, thanks, 14 Lima, bye bye.
So...
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, turn right heading 220, cleared ILS 25, report localized established.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, right heading 220, cleared ILS 25, will go. And here we go. Okay, flight directors off, bird on. Speed brake going in. Set runway track. What is it exactly? 252. He said heading 220, but let's be honest, we are almost established here, so I'm not worried about that too much. Localizer will come alive any moment. And we basically have glide slope capture, so go around altitude 5000 set. Localizer alive.
Approach hello,
Runway
Yoke
inside.
flight level 160 inbound radar.
Wings for Alpha Zulu, long radar, low identified. Proceed direct Delta Sierra 512 and when ready, descend flight level 100, check in for Sierra.
Cancelling the altitude alert. The airplane is alerting us since we're deviating from what is set over there.
Ready, descend flight level 120 and we check information, Sierra Eurowings 5.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, localizer established.
Good.
Flight level 100, Eurowings 5.
Checked. Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima established.
Das war Romeo Lima, vielen Dank. Contact Tower 118805, schöne Landung.
118.805, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima. Tschüss, danke. So, ground is gonna be 118.605. We can pre-select him. Stuttgart Tower, hallo, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, ILS 25.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, Stuttgart Tower, hello.
Flaps 2.
November 3
Speed
Foxtrot,
check.
early breakoff.
Flaps 2.
Early breakoff, November 3 Foxtrot.
And let's fly ourselves actually right onto that localizer. Kind of staying a little bit to the right here. Gear down.
Airspring 6239er, preceding traffic, Cessna 152 is now turning downwind runway 25, wind variable 3 knots, runway 25, cleared for takeoff, no delay.
Speed check, flaps 3.
Runway 25, takeoff, no delay.
For real.
The traffic information, Airspring 6239.
At least it didn't come in the flare, let's be positive. Okay, landing checklist, ECAM memo,
Lufthansa
landing no
4,
blue,
Romeo Lima, preceding
landing
traffic,
checklist
Airbus
complete.
A320, departing runway 25 for X.
Or drop. Auto thrust off.
November 3 Foxtrot, downwind runway 5. And to cross
Checked.
the threshold.
Okay, so it is known at this scenery that the glide slope is a little bit too low. So from here on, we'll just go onto the puppy.
November 3 Foxtrot, Roger for the moment, orbit right, after vision traffic, crossing approved, beam threshold runway 25 from south to north.
Orbiting right, after crossing approved from south to north, vehicle threshold.
And November 3 Foxtrot, after crossing, join downwind, correction, join
Small
right
downdraft
downwind,
here.
runway 25 at reported tensions.
After crossing right downwind, reporting November 3 Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, preceding traffic is airborne, 2,400 meters insured, wind variable 3 knots, runway 25, cleared to land.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, runway 25, clear to land. So, still quite a bit of wind here.
Eurowings 828 Lima, behind
And
landing,
here comes the
Airbus
updraft.
A320 on final runway.
That's kind of what I was waiting for, why I didn't add too much thrust.
Behind the landing, line up and wait,
Continue.
Eurowings 828 Lima behind.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Airspring 6239 approaching 3,500 feet for 5,000 feet.
Hey, spoiler, reverse green.
We have an auto
Diesel.
procedure here in Stuttgart. Contact now Lang and radar on frequency 125 decimal 050. Bye bye.
125 decimal 050. Bye bye. Thank you for your service. Airspring 6239.
70 knots. Okay, we'll take the next rapid exit taxiway here. The plane just
Lufthansa
isn't
4
rolling
Romeo
any
Lima, right
further.
off via hotel.
Right off hotel, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima. Is that hotel? I have no idea.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, taxi first left on Sierra, hold short of India.
Left Sierra, short India, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima.
Eurowings.
Okay,
8,
India is at the end, so we go left over here.
November 3 Foxtrot, the mentioned traffic has already passed. What about your crossing?
Yeah, we're now crossing November 3 Foxtrot.
November 3 Foxtrot,
He seems a little
Roger.
bit
Stay
nervous.
behind the threshold for now, so there will be a departing aircraft from runway 25, intersection Alpha full length.
Staying behind the threshold, November 3 Fox.
Eurowings 828 Lima, wind variable 3 knots, runway 25 cleared for takeoff.
Okay, for takeoff, runway
Okay, let's
25,
start the
Eurowings
APU
828.
straight away.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, contact Stuttgart ground on frequency 118.605, bye-bye.
118.605, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, tschüss.
Tschüss.
Lufthansa 9 Lima, Roger, taxi to holding
So, India coming over here, we'll hold short over here.
Delta, Sierra and Bravo. Taxi to holding from runway 25 via Mike, November 2, Sierra and Bravo.
Stuttgart Ground, hallo, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, Ground, guten Tag, Corsair Lima 2.
Hold short Lima 2, Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima.
Lufthansa 9 Lima Lima, negative, taxi via Mike Lima 2, November
Okay,
Delta,
that's probably this guy,
Sierra and Bravo.
outbound, and then we'll go in behind him.
Taxi
We'll stop over here then.
Mike Lima 2, November Delta Sierra Bravo. Korrekt.
Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, aus dem Cockpit noch einmal Ihr Kapitän. Wir haben unsere Parkposition noch nicht erreicht und bitten Sie daher angeschnallt sitzen zu bleiben. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit. Ladies and gentlemen from flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We have not reached our parking position yet, so please stay seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Thank you for your cooperation.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, taxi via Lima 2, hold short of November at Lima 2, correction at November, give way to company Airbus A320 passing opposite to right direction behind taxi to stand 46 via Lima 2 and Mike.
Lufthansa 4 Romeo Lima, taxi Lima 2 November, give way to the company and thereafter via Lima 2 Mike, stand 46.
Echo in your Foxtrot X-Flight Tower, 118.805, schönen Flug.
Brake is going off.
05, Equinor Foxtrot X-Ray, lange ciao.
Eurowings 2582 Tower, 118.805.
So we do have about 3 minutes for now. APU is running. Elec pump on. Engine 2 off.
118.805. Eurowings 2582. Bye bye.
Okay, the opposite company is gone. Interesting how his forward wheel is still floating in the air. So stand 46 is one of the outside stands over there. Let's see. Gates. Don't even have that here. Well, it's probably not on the gates, but on the... Well, parking or ramp? That's the question now. Was it 46? Okay, so the other one, we'll get there. Ramp 46, here it is. Follow me, no thanks. Here comes our gate, handling by Lufthansa.
Lights off. Taxi to holding point runway 25 via Hotel November Delta Sierra and Alpha.
And left into the stand.
Via 700, say again
After landing checklist, radar predictive wind shear off. After landing checklist complete. Better late than never.
Continue taxiing on November to the holding point runway 25 via Delta Sierra Alpha is around it.
And here we are. Okay, brake set. Cabin crew, all doors in park. Thank you for the excellent ATC. Vielen Dank.
Thanks for flying. Bye bye. Enjoy your day.
Ebenso. Danke. All right. So we've made it that far. Slides are disarmed. Excellent. The engines are off. I hate it when some menus open on my screen without any decent notice about it. Almost accidentally clicked something there. Okay, parking checklist. Park and brake hot shocks. That's the brake set. Engines off. Fuel pumps off. Parking checklist complete. Okay, and they do have external power on there, so we can go ahead and start the deboarding. And while that is in progress, well, what can I say? Thank you for watching, everyone. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And finally, if you're up for more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as we'll probably be doing the return flight in the next couple of days as well, to see a little bit more of the brand new Frankfurt scenery. And with all of that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching, and I'm looking forward to see you all again on a future video. As always, if you really love what I'm doing, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me Coffee link in the video description below. Thanks for watching, and see you all again on the next one.